For my muffin.
Greetings, I'm Rob Chappers.
And I'm the captain.
And today we have something that's made of mud or cloddy or...
What is a clod?
A clod is a lump of something like mud stuck together with bits of grass.
I see. So what's a clunge?
A clunge is dirty English slang for a woman's vagina. Why the face for the vagina?
I really didn't think you were going to go there. I just thought...
Human biology, man.
And that was it.
I'm just saying, it's human biology.
Apologies.
They all have one.
This is a distortion pedal. And I'm not going to try and sell you this as the greatest sounding distortion pedal ever. It has some good distortion tones in there. It's a perfectly practically usable distortion pedal, but it does do something pretty cool and unique for guys that are using pedal boards that include a Midi foot switching device like a gig rig or a One Control or the new Boss CS8 or whatever like that. And that's that the Dirt Clod is a completely analog distortion pedal, but with 10 MIDI recallable presets. So
that's new.
If you want one pedal on your, sometimes you see, like I see Guthrie Govan out there, and his pedal board's got about 15 different distortion pedals on there, and it's obviously to get the sounds that he wants. Obviously, the kind of idea of this,
he doesn't need any of those. He just needs a Dirt Clod. Is that what you're saying?
He could conceivably have 10 different distortion tones within this through one loop of his gig rig solution, and then via MIDI, obviously, he will just recall one of the 10 presets. So if you're gigging with a setup that has that kind of pedal board on it, listen to the tones on that, and if you think, do you know what, they sound usable and good, you could conceivably be replacing 6 or 7 of the distortion pedals on your board and replacing them with one with just all those different sounds in them.
Okay.
So
so interesting functionality.
Yeah, I mean, it has 2 basic modes that it runs in. The mode that we're in is the B button here is just on and off.
So
and the
Clod mode.
Yeah, Clod mode, Clod. And the A button just toggles through your 10 presets. However, there is a simpler mode that this can be used in. If you just want to be able to switch between 2 distortion sounds that you like, it has another mode where just A will be one of the distortion sounds and B will be the other.
I like the way they went from 0 to 9 just to save that extra LED space.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. It's ever so easy to dial in to sound. It's just like a regular distortion pedal. You just dial up until you get a sound you like. Then you hold the Dirt button down for 5 seconds until this little light flashes.
Oh, and that just saves it to whichever bank you're on.
As you can see, we've got Dirt, Core, Crystal, and Bass. Essentially, it's amount of drive.
What do you think about when people use things like crystal and core and try and come up with interesting new words for things that we already have a great description for?
Well, I think what there is on this, I know the guy at Decibel 11, and I quite like some of the pedals. We sell a lot of the power supplies that they make. We sell a lot of the switching devices they make, and he is. I know that the EQ on this won't be just standard bass, middle and treble. It'll be doing various different things. So I suppose there is always that kind of like, you want to kind of come up with another name that sort of more accurately describes what you're doing, but people will just perceive them to be bass, middle and treble, whatever you call them.
So you're saying it's valid that they're core and crystal because they're not actually just mid and treble?
Yes, I think I am saying that.
That's good. So then, tone 1. It's nice.
That's what I mean. I don't think I'm trying to get this to the point where you go, wow, that's the best sounding distortion I've ever heard.
But I might do, you never know.
But I think what I want you to just try and go is people go, actually, do you know what? There's a good selection of distortions in there. And the idea that I could have, 10 different ones.
Yeah.
I think that's what we'll do. We'll just go through to sort of max gain with it on the clean sound. Then we'll go to a crunch tone and do the same thing again. So just keep playing.
That's right.
Yeah, so good selection of tones there. This mass control at the end is doing the sort of volume. So again, you could preset in, sounds for lead, sounds
Not
for
volume,
rhythm.
mass,
Obviously.
mass. Because the pedal, as we know, gets heavier, but you've got to be careful not to dial it all in because you could black hole it.
No, this is controlling the amount of Catholicism in the pedal for when the priest is doing mass.
You're the Archbishop of Banterbury, aren't you?
So put it on a mild dirt channel, and we'll just literally do the same thing again with a little bit of dirt over the top.
It's good.
It does exactly what it says on the tin.
I think for an affordable Chinese manufactured effects pedal with interesting functionality.
It's none of those. Oh, it is that.
Yes,
thing.
it is all
Sorry.
of those. It does well.
It's £150.
Ah, well, but that's affordable for 10 different sounds.
Yes, that's true.
I think Guthrie's got a better tact with choosing 10 different pedals that he prefers the sound of, but I think this is a very good pedal with the functionality included.
Yeah.
Take the functionality out, I think it's an okay pedal.
Yeah, if it was just literally a turn it on, turn it off distortion pedal,
yes,
it would be just like chuck that in the mix with all other million other ones that you could go and buy.
But what this is cool with is that if you've only got a really simplistic amplifier, maybe you've got a tiny Terra, or you've got, I don't know, a simple one little head, one channel, just a clean to crunch type job, you can program in your heated clean, your crunch, overdrive, lead solo sound.
I mean, if you didn't think that you were going to use sort of multiple different distortions within the same song, as Rob rightly said, you could conceivably say, right, well look, distortion 1 is for this song, distortion 2 is for this song, distortion, and just use them. I think it's, potentially. I think it's more going to appeal to the guy that's using a MIDI switcher, but who knows? Who knows?
Who
you
knows?
Decide.
They know, Lee.
But there we are. So that was a Dirt Clod. Nice sounding pedal, as I said, from the lovely people at Decibel 11 who do make excellent power supplies. That's really what we sell absolutely truckloads of. I would go and check those out for sure. And they make some cool things like a very cool ABY pedal. They make some switching devices. What else do they make? I think that's probably it. But anyway, go to the Andertons website. I'll put a link below. You can find out more. But yes, that's it. You're going to play us out, are you, Rob?
Yeah, I just want to get myself a sound, bro. This is a good pedal.
Did we ever check that this camera was recording?
All the time, Lee.
It is too as well.
Of course it is, because we're professionals.
Rabir, were you recording?
No.
Oh, good. Excellent.
I've been Rob.
And I've been the captain.
Bye.
Bye. It's all British.